Good morning. How are you? As Arnold. I'm making a recording. That wasn't the best Arnold I've ever done, but hey, you know what? Good morning. This is Morning Thunder for October. Let me check. 25th. Actually, I don't have to because yesterday was the 24th. That means today's the 25th. I did it without looking at my watch. Yay. So, today I'm going to give an introduction, and it's a little awkward for me. So I'm going to talk about the next couple days, maybe longer if there's enough interest in it. I want to talk about Christianity in culture. And not from an anthropological standpoint or even a philosophical standpoint. This is based on my beliefs. I really had a hard time being comfortable doing this video, to be honest. I really debated whether or not I should talk about my faith on these videos, because I recognize that if these grow in popularity and if more people start watching them, and if people start to look at it as kind of my channel, then there's potentially, people who are going to look at it that are professional, or there are people who are going to look at it who might be hiring me for stuff, because people do that now. People start looking for the people that they're going to hire or they want to work on with stuff just to make sure that they're not crackpots. You don't want to have somebody coming in for a job and find out that on their YouTube channel they've got a whole bunch of weird stuff. But at the same time, I've thought that there's no reason for me to be ashamed. Christianity is my belief. I have been a Christian since I was about 15 years old, so it's more than half of my life now. It is ingrained in who and what I am. It is similar to anything else that is genetic almost, in that it is part of who I am. When you deal with Joshua, you deal with that's part and parcel of the whole thing. The cool thing is that I think I handle it pretty good. I think that people aren't offended by that. There are certain things that I did when I was younger, a younger believer, that I probably wouldn't do now in the workplace. Being a little too boisterous, a little too vocal about it. I certainly have matured over time, which is a good thing. You're supposed to mature, supposed to reach a balance. You don't want to be psychopanatic all the time, just a little bit of the time. Anyway, I want to talk this week about Christianity and culture, because I have some definite opinions, and I'm very strongly opinionated in some things. Go figure. And I really believe that part of the reason why I feel sensitive and not necessarily ashamed, but why I want to be careful about how I talk about this stuff, is because I believe that Christians have been very poorly represented, and not necessarily, I'm not pointing the finger at the media. I'm not going to pull the whole right-wing darn the liberal media thing. I'm not doing that. What I'm saying is that I believe that Christians have been poorly represented by Christians. I think that there are a large group of people out there who have ended up being in the media, ended up being in the public eye, and then they get, then it comes out that they are religious or Christian or whatever, and it gets translated into this very negative thing because their behavior doesn't line up with what they say they believe. And that's what I'm all about. And so Christianity and culture, and what I want to talk about is the way that I think that Christians should be in the current culture and engaging the current culture. Christians believe that as far as I'm concerned, here's what I believe. I'm not going to talk for all Christians, because not all Christians might believe this, but a lot of the Christians that I know, that I'm really good friends with, that are kind of more I would say more intelligent and rational people, believe that what they believe is timeless. And so we have something that's been around for centuries, millennia, if you will. And just because that's the case, it doesn't mean that it's stopped being relevant for today. So I want to talk about that over the next couple days, and this is kind of the introduction to that. I think hopefully it'll be interesting. A lot of the people that I have met or I've talked to who have problems with Christianity actually don't have problems with Christianity. What they have problem with are Christians. They have a problem with not so much the belief system of Christianity, Some of them don't even have problems with the concept of Christ. What they have a problem with is the people who have represented Christianity, or the people who are representing Christ. So hopefully I can change a little bit of that perspective, and I hope that what I share is informative and beneficial to people on both sides. And I certainly welcome questions. If you want to post questions, the one thing I don't want is to have the comments on YouTube or anywhere that I post this video to degrade into a lot of the petty bullcrap that happens on YouTube. So a little bit longer video today, but I wanted to give the introduction and kind of set the stage. I'm going to be talking about, Christianity and movies, Christianity and video games, music scene, lots of kind of different things. I want to try to keep it in a general context and sort of view it from, kind of give some perspective that I don't think everybody gets. I don't think necessarily that it gets shared. So this has been the Big JB. Count Josh. Hey, this is real TV, folks. I'm not editing that out. Count Joshua on Twitter, and I will see you tomorrow for more Morning Thunder. Thanks.